Whenever I talk about developmental milestones on here, I always get at least one comment that says that I'm either fear-mongering or that I'm putting undue pressure on parents. Developmental milestones are skills that most children are able to achieve by a certain age when they're exposed to the right activities. But if parents don't know what the milestone is, or they don't know what the activities children need to be exposed to in order to meet them, then how is the child going to meet the milestone? There's a huge difference between educating and fear-mongering. Educating is telling parents most children will achieve this skill by this time when exposed to these activities, and here are ideas of how you can support your child in doing that. Fear-mongering would be making a parent afraid of something that there's nothing they can do about. When I was pregnant with twins and people said, "You are never going to sleep again," that's fear-mongering. Now my kids are 2, they sleep great. As a school occupational therapist, I work with a lot of kids who were not exposed to the right activities as children, not because their parents didn't love them, but because most of their parents didn't know what activities their children needed to be exposed to in order to master their developmental milestones. And by the time they got to kindergarten, they weren't able to cut, they weren't able to hold a pencil, they weren't coloring. And if your child gets to kindergarten and has never done any of those activities, it's a huge stress on them. As a pediatric occupational therapist, I spent 10 years of my life and a lot of money, like $150,000, to have the knowledge that I have about child development. And I love to share it with parents so that I can empower them to help their child achieve milestones so that by the time they get to kindergarten, the child doesn't have to deal with undue stress trying to catch up on milestones that they could have met before school.